I'm a big believer in you got to work hard, you got to play hard. And I'm blessed to get to travel. I'm very lucky to kind of launch sort of an annual tradition. We've been talking about this Patriots Alaska Cruise for months, since Seb Gorka and I hosted one over the 4th of July. We had hundreds of delighted passengers. We sailed, we left out of a beautiful cruise ship. I took so many pictures of wildlife, seals and bald eagles and glaciers and fjords. There's really nothing like it. And we've all said, look, why don't we make this kind of an annual thing? And in fact, here's a commercial we put together. This is a spot that our team created along with our friends at Inspiration Tours, telling you about the Mike Gallagher, Larry Elder second annual Patriots Alaska Cruise coming this August. Hey there, Patriots. Mike Gallagher here. Imagine this: 7 days of breathtaking Alaskan beauty, incredible wildlife, and powerful conversations with fellow Patriots who value freedom, faith, and the Constitution as much as you do.
This isn't just any cruise, it's a Patriots Alaska Cruise. Picture deep discussions on America's future, Q&A sessions, and exclusive dinners. This is your chance to connect with like-minded patriots in a setting like no other. We'll cover the issues that matter most to Americans. This cruise is about celebrating our nation's values and building the connections that keep us strong. So pack your bags. We're headed north in August.
So join us, Larry Elder, our special guests, Joe Piscopo from New York and Jennifer Horn from Los Angeles, and yours truly on the Patriots Alaska Cruise, August 16th through the 23rd, 2025. Reserve your spot now, travelwithsalem.com. Space is limited. Don't wait. Sign up today. Travelwithsalem.com. That's travelwithsalem.com. Years ago, my Denise and I and the kids took a cruise of Alaska, and I remember Denise saying, this is the absolute best cruise you could ever take. There's nothing like an Alaskan cruise. It's very different from a typical, say, Caribbean cruise where you're out to sea and you don't see any land. You always see land on an Alaskan cruise. And so my buddy, Joel James, who's the Global Client Services VP at Inspiration Travel, who's become a good friend of mine over the years. This is my travel guru. He knows more about traveling than most of us could ever do in 10 lifetimes. He joins us here on the Mike Gallagher Show to give a little preview, because, Joel, I think this one's going to sell out like the last one did, and I don't want people to miss the opportunity. August 16th through the 23rd. Do you ever stop getting excited about these big trips? Because this is what you do for a living.
I never stop getting excited, Mike, because it's great people like you leading a cruise like this, bringing your friends and followers with you. It's a life-changing, once-in-a-lifetime event, and it's so exciting that I can't wait to go now. It's only January, but we're going in August, so I want to go. I want to go with you, with Larry, with Jen, with Joe. Let me tell you something. It's going to be a top-notch vacation on the Holland America Eurodam. This is one of the finest ships afloat. The food, sumptuous cuisine. You can have ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if you want, Mike. It's one of those experiences people will not forget.
And it's a ship that has a beautiful spa on board and even a casino. Many of the rooms are balconies, so you can make a decision. You can choose your budget if you want to splurge and get, what they call the Neptune suite with a balcony, or you want to save a little bit of money. Maybe you get a little. But here's what's fascinating about this trip. Not only do we explore Alaska together, and we go whale watching. We have an exclusive whale watching excursion. We see the harbor seals. We see the bald eagles everywhere, the beautiful, majestic fjords and glaciers. But then at night, when we're back on the ship, we all gather in that beautiful world stage, that world theater, and we do events. And you mentioned, Larry Elder and I we're the so-called headliners, but our guests will be Joe Piscopo from New York. He's a legendary show business performer and our morning host on AM 970, The Answer in New York York City, and he's agreed to perform. In fact, I think you're going to try to elbow him and see if we can do a Episcopo Gallagher duet of some kind. So that could be fun. Jennifer Horn, who's a terrific host from KRLA in Los Angeles. She's astounding. She's smart and warm and funny and wonderful. And then, of course, the Sage of South Central and I, we're going to be on stage, and we do multiple events. And look, a little word of caution. And I got to share this funny story with our audience, Joel, and you know what I'm going to say. When I got on the ship this past 4th of July with Seb Gorka, and Seb and Katie and his beautiful daughter, Julie, we had such a great time, and we got to bond with Chris Stegall, who's about to start as our morning show host on many of our stations around the country on Monday. I got on the ship, and look, I was expecting our people to, hey, Mike, let's take pictures and selfies, and people would stop me, hey, Mike Gallagher, you want to take a picture? Sure, of course, and they weren't in our group. And this kept happening over and over again, Joel, and I thought, wait a minute. I'd like to think I'm a pretty big deal, but I don't get recognized that often. What happened was people booked, I think, that week after hearing me promote the trip, thinking they could book it for a few dollars less, get on the ship, and then come into our events. And I hate to break it to you, it doesn't work that way. You've got to be part of our group in order to attend all of the great staged events that we're going to have at the World Theater. But Joel, you're used to that, right? What do you have a phrase for them? Aren't those book-arounds, I think you call them?
Exactly. Those are book-arounds. And so, folks, you need to understand, if you want Mike, if you want Larry, if you want Joe, if you want Jen, if you want the Patriots Alaska Cruise, you need to book through salemtravel.com or mikeonline.com. Travelwithsalem.com or mikeonline.com are the sites, because you got to book through us. And yeah, it's a few dollars more, but it's called, what do you guys call it? It's a fee. It's a conference fee, right? Fee. Right. It's because you're giving specialized programming. And look, everyone who books this cruise with you, Mike, and books this way, they're going to get all of the Salem programming plus everything else that Holland America offers on board the ship. So you're not missing out on anything if you book it the right way and you book through Salem Travel. So what we want you to do is go to mikeonline.com or travelwithsalem.com, and you can book this cruise. You can join us. Reservation coordinators will be standing by to help you with that. They'll email you back, help you get booked. The other thing we want you to know is this cruise has amazing scenery, amazing ports. You can book shore excursions. You want to go ahead and go with sled dogs. Mike already mentioned the exclusive whale watch experience. You see some video of it there. This is a vacation like nothing else. The majesty of Alaska, the last American frontier. We provide this to you in an amazing setting. You only unpack once and pack once. You get into your cabin and you're there for the week, but you get all these different ports. We're going to be in Juneau, the capital of Alaska. We're going to be in Sitka, one of those amazing frontier towns. We're going to be in another one called Ketchikan. We're going to Glacier Bay. This is one of the most beautiful parks, American national parks, Glacier Bay. We sail into the bay all day long. We sit in front of the glaciers, and the ship just turns nice and slow as you get to see the glaciers and the majesty of this amazing park. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that should not be missed.
And what's extraordinary is we get to connect with one another in a way that we don't often get to connect. And that's what I love. I love to shake hands. We do photo meet and greets. We do things together. It's a very intimate setting there, but there'll be hundreds of people. And I want to just tell you right now, we've got well over 100 people who have already signed up. This is what they call the wave season right now. And now's the time to make your plans. So August 16th through the 23rd, this wonderful cruise. And again, on top of all of the great sightseeing and the cruise experience, we're going to have the Patriots Alaska agenda with Larry Elder, Joe Piscopo, Jennifer Horn, Mike Gallagher on stage. We're going to be the first year into the Trump administration. We're going to be August of 2025, and there's going to be tons to talk about. I think we've got a bunch of people coming back who just went this past 4th of July with Seb Gorka and me because they loved it so much. So I'm just going to tell tell you right now, do not delay, because when it's gone, it's gone. There's a limited amount of staterooms on this beautiful cruise ship, the Eurodam. Go to travelwithsalem.com or go to mikeonline.com. You'll see the banner there, travelwithsalem.com or mikeonline.com. I just got somebody text me and say, Mike, I'm so excited, I want to call now. People can call the office as well, right?
Yeah, so we'll be open at 8:30 Pacific time, 11:30 Eastern time. They can call 855-565-5519. That's 855-565-5519, starting at 11:30 Eastern time. Our offices in California will be open, and we'll be open until 8:30 p.m. Eastern time.
I want everybody to join us. Let's have the biggest and most exciting cruise yet, the Patriots Alaska Cruise, the second annual. This is becoming an annual event for us here at Team Gallagher, and I couldn't be happier because it's really one of my absolute favorite things to do. Go to travelwithsalem.com or mikeonline.com to get all the details now, or call if you want after 11:30 Eastern, 855-565-5519, 855-565-5519. Joel, great seeing you. Keep fighting the good fight. Appreciate having you with us. And incidentally, not for nothing, you're one of us. I love talking politics with you on a cruise ship. There's nothing like sitting around in one of those beautiful lounges and getting Joel James' perspective on the world. So he'll say, don't get me started. Joel, we'll see you soon.
Thanks,
you're the
Mike.
best. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joel. 16 before the hour, more coming up on this Breaking News Wednesday. And again, I just don't want you to miss out because it's huge. This is a trip that is, and by the way, Tracy just reminded me about the MyPillow text line. If you text the keyword Alaska to 800-655-MIKE, we'll send you back the link to your smartphone. Standard text messaging rates may apply. Please never text and drive, but just text the keyword Alaska to 800-655-6453. We'll send you back all the information. Come sail with us on the Patriots Alaska Cruise this August.